Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodhanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodhanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Panachari Yamuna Tira Panachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodhanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodhanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yashodhanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jasadanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Sisi Radha Madhava Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Go Premanandi Hari Hari Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavari Paschacha Desatarine Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangu Langayati Giring Yakapatamaham Mande Siguru Dinatarinam Vanchakalpa Turubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Patithanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Hare Krishna. So I was told we have questions left from last week. Is that correct?
是不是咱们上周还有问题留下来没有解答完？
是的，还有2个问题，我把它
Yes, Marge, we have 2 more questions.
Shuddha. Shuddha means pure in Sanskrit.
Shuddha means yes.
Shuddha. And Shuddha is Sanskrit. Okay. If anyone has more questions, put them in the chat.
OK， 就是大家如果是还有问题的话呢，就可以打在我们的对话框里面。
这第一个是评论，然后有2个问题，我再把它粘上来。
Yeah， 就是姑说，如果是还有问题的话，还可以打上来哈。So the first one is the comments from Chen Guiying from last week. She said, Hare Krishna, 感恩 Guru， 像对待孩子一样对待自己，宽容、耐心、鼓励、欣赏和帮助规划。我们内心还是个小孩， 还是这是我以前从来没有想到过的。Hare Krishna, Maharaj, thank you very much. Treat ourselves just like treat a child. Be tolerant, be patient, and encouraging, and also using a kind of appreciative angle to see ourselves and also help ourselves. Because in our side, we really are little child. So this is I never thought about before.
You like it? It helps you? Does it help you?
Yeah, this is from Chen Guiying.
Oh, Chen Gui. Does it help you? Is she here?
那这个能不能帮到您呢？你喜欢这种说法吗？陈桂英在这儿吗？王大姐 ？Yes, yes, she's here.
Does it help you? Did you practice this week?
Yeah. 咕噜问，就陈桂英妈妈姐，因为您在线哈，咕噜问，就是这个帮助了您吗？您这个星期有没有在休息，把自己对待像孩子一样对待的这个方法？
是的。
Yes.
我一直在努力的这样子去做。
And also I try all my best to follow this way, to treat myself just like a little child.
Just don't act like a little child.
但是呢，就是当你在行为举止的时候，可千万别像小孩那样啊。
知道了。
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay, so the next one.
The next one is from 林香。林香question is that 感恩咕噜每天16圈的加帕可以分阶段的念完吗？Maharaj, thank you very much. But for the 16 rounds every day, is that okay for me to chant them by sections?
If you have to.
如果你要是必须得这么做的话。
It's nice if you can do them all at one time. If you can't, then do it another way.
就是如果要是能够一气呵成的把这16圈全部都念完的话呢，这是非常好的。但是如果要是没有办法的话呢，那就只能想别的办法。The next one.
Okay.
The next one is from Satya Ati Mataji. 顶拜咕噜，我也有这个困扰。如果只是要求念诵16圈，可能是可以做到的。但是呢，4项原则做不到，后来也失去了信心，念诵也就达不到了。可以怎么办呢？Satya Ali Maji's question is that, Maharaj, please accept my very humble obeisances. I also have the same trouble. If I only chant for 16 rounds every day, that is doable. However, it's hard for me to follow the 4 regulative principles. And later, because I lose my confidence to do this, so I was not able to chant all of my rounds. So what to do?
She's not here now, is she?
这位妈姐现在吗 ？Satya Adi 妈姐，您这会儿在吗？
Because I would like to ask her for clarification. Let's go to the next question. Maybe she'll come. And then if she doesn't come, we'll go back and we'll have to make some assumption about what she means.
OK， 那么这位妈姐因为现在还不在，因为咕噜想跟她确认一些事情，所以呢，现在我们先稍微等她一会儿。我们现在先看下面这个问题哈，否则的话我们就做些猜测。这个问题呢是来自于 Bhakti 妈姐的问题，顶拜咕噜。当努力做奉爱服务时，就会招来很多无缘无故的指责、谩骂、嫉妒、排挤，甚至是扣上莫须有的罪名时，应该如何面对呢？是继续容忍吗？Guru Maharaj, please accept my very humble obeisances. My question is that when we try our best to render the devotional service, however, sometimes we will attract some causeless accusations, some blasphemings, and also some jealousies, and they even accuse us with some how to say that? is not is not the crime what I committed. However, I've been named in that way. So
Yes.
how can we really confront in that? Shall we just continuously to tolerate?
Generally, yes.
通常来说呢，是的。
But if you feel it's going to destroy you or destroy others or in some way be destructive, then you may need to try to rectify it.
但是呢，如果要是从某种意义上来说，你觉得这要把你给毁掉了，或者是要把别人给毁掉了，就是它造成了一定的这种伤害性的时候，那么就需要更正了。
You know, this is an interesting question.
这是一个很有意思的问题。
Because we should think, what will I get and what will I have to put into defend, like how much energy will I have to put into defending myself? Is it worth putting in that energy? Will it take away from my devotional service? These are things you have to think.
因为呢，就是我们需要考虑一些事情，就是我需要花多少的能量，我需要把我自己多大的这个精力花在要去保护我自己、捍卫我自己这件事情上，就到底是不是值得我花这么大的精力去折腾这件事儿？那么这个是我们需要考虑的。
So generally, or ideally, the devotee will not be interested in putting energy into defending himself or herself.
那么通常来说呢，一位奉献者他是不会把能量放在去捍卫、保护他自己的这件事情身上的。
So one has to consider if it's worth putting in that energy and what will the result be helpful for your bhakti.
那所以说呢，我们就必须要去衡量一下，就是是不是值得把我们的能量和精力放在去捍卫自己的这件事情身上，而且就这么做了，它是不是能够帮助到我们的 bhakti？
And you also may consider that will it be helpful for the person or persons who are making these accusations?
那么也许可能我们会觉得，这是不是也能够帮助到那些指责谩骂我们的那个人？
Some people are very critical.
那有些人呢，他就是总是处在批评的状态的。
Maybe they'll criticize you no matter what you do.
那么也许无论你做什么，他都会批评你。
And maybe there'll be no solution.
或者根本就没有解决方法。
Of course, there's another way of looking at it,
那当然还有另外一个角度来看待这件事情。
which you didn't present,
那么这个是你没有展示出来的。
which is maybe you did something wrong. You don't want to admit it. That's possible also.
那么也许可能你是真的做了一些不对的事情，但是呢，你又不愿意去承认，这也是有可能的。
So I'm not saying you did, but that you may also want to consider what they're saying.
这个我并不是说你真的是做错了事情，但是呢，我想可能这也是我们需要去考虑的，去考虑人家为什么会这么讲。
Sometimes when that happens,
那么有的时候呢，就当这样的事情发生的时候，
and they're making accusations that are not true,
那然后他们就在指责一些莫须有的事情。
you might think, well, Krishna's just making me humble now because people are doubting me or looking at me in the wrong way.
那也许可能你就在想，那么 Krishna 他其实是以这样的方式来让我变得谦卑下来，因为呢 Krishna 他让别人在冤枉我，或者是在对我产生质疑。
I don't know the details, so I can't necessarily say what's best.
因为我不知道细节，所以说呢，没有办法讲怎么是最好的。Well, she add up a little bit more things. She said that， 比如派书明明是正规的 BBT 买的，就因为你派发的价格低，协会领导就会说你卖的是盗版，然后领导就在各个小组里诽谤你。Okay, for example, like distribute the books. Actually, we distribute the books from BBT, but because we distribute the book with a lower price, so the leader of the society will say that you are distributing the smuggling, the knockoff books. Then the leaders is kind of blaspheming this person among all of the groups, among the group leaders.
Sounds like a very petty problem.
听起来好像是一特小的一事儿。
I don't know what to say. I don't know the leader.
那因为我不认识这些领导，所以说呢，我不知道该怎么讲。
Seems like a simple solution. Just show them the books you're distributing.
因为呢，这看起来好像就是一个很简单直接的解决方法，就是您就把你派的这本书给他们看就行了。
Yeah. If someone misunderstands us,
因为就会有人会错怪我们，
and accuses us of doing something we haven't done,
然后呢，他们就会指责我们去做一些我们根本就没有做的事情，
that's unfortunate.
那这是很遗憾的。
But if we haven't done the wrong thing, then we have to continue.
所以，如果我们要是并没有做错事的话，那我们就接着继续做就好了。
And hopefully the things will be cleared up in time.
我们就希望呢，就随着时间的推移，一切都会被澄清的。
I don't know the situation. It's difficult to talk about.
那因为就是这具体的这个情况呢，我也不是特别的清楚，所以呢，还是不太容易讲。
Doesn't sound difficult to resolve. Just show the books.
但是呢，这看起来这解决方案并不难，就只要把书给大家看一看就好了。
I don't know what else to say.
那除此之外，我就不知道该另外再讲什么了。
Anybody else want to say anything?
但是奉献者们有没有谁想发表一下自己的意见的？
Okay. We have something else?
No, March does everything in the chat box. No, there is one more.
Krishna knows the truth.
Nadia Maji 说呢 ，Krishna 知道真相。
Krishna knows the truth. The temple president unfortunately doesn't. What do we do now?
那么我们现在该怎么办呢？因为 Krishna 虽然知道真相，可是很遗憾的是，我们的领导，我们的庙长现在并不知道真相。
And she says, people are free to believe whatever they want to believe.
然后Nadia 继续说呢，那么人们他们有自己的这个自由，可以去相信他们想相信的东西。
Bhakti, you want to know what I do?
那 Bhakti Maji， 你想知道我怎么做吗？
When people do that to me, I find it quite funny.
Sorry, when people do it for me, I find it funny.
To me. So they say some very strange things about me. I usually laugh because they're so wrong.
OK， 那一般来说呢，就是当人们他说一些关于我的事情的时候呢，我就觉得这事儿特逗，我就想笑，因为我觉得他说的实在是太离谱了。
There is a book called What You Think of Me Is None of My Business.
然后有一本书，这书的名字呢就是你对我的这些想法和我毫不相干。
Yeah. And I've also found that even if someone misunderstands me and I tell them, no, it's not like that, I don't do that, if they want to believe it, if they want to believe me, they will. And if they don't want to believe me, they won't. And I have a devotee, he's a leader, and he thinks something about me, which I've told him is not true. And he still thinks it. And he still tells everybody, this is what I'm like. So I just think it's funny.
还有另外一个呢，就是当奉献者他对我有一种想法的时候，那我比如说对他讲，这根本就不是我这么做的，或者就是这根本就不是我我没有这么做。可是呢，当我跟这个奉献者解释了之后呢，他依然不相信，他依然还是觉得我是那么做的。所以说，我就有这么一个奉献者的认识这么一个人。那我跟他解释了我不是这样的时候呢，他依然不相信我，他依然还是去和别人讲关于我的这个不对的这些地方，所以我就觉得这特有意思，我觉得这特逗。
So we have a saying in America that you can laugh about these things because if you don't laugh about them, you're going to cry about them.
那我们在美国就有这么一个说法，就是你可以去笑对这些事情，就是你可以对这些事情笑笑，因为如果你要是不笑的话呢，你可能就会为这些事情而哭。
You have that saying in China?
I am not exactly sure.
The way we say it in America is, if you don't laugh, you'll cry.
那就是我们用英文直接说的这个表达方式，就是如果你要是不笑，你就得哭。
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Or you need
yes.
to explain. Yeah,
Yes, make lots of sense, but I just cannot think about exactly Chinese phrases to.
In other words, Donna Kelly, they say, in China, they believe this and this and this about you. And then I just start laughing. I say, why are you laughing? I say, because if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry because it's so bad. So you choose. It's like, that's ridiculous, I'll laugh. Or that's ridiculous, I'll cry. So you can choose to laugh.
Yeah, 就这意思就是这样。比如说刚才姑姑就举了一个例子，就是说当然可以，你知道吗？这个中国人在中国，大家就这么说你，这么说你，这么说你，这么说你。然后呢，可是我听完这话以后呢，然后我就笑起来了，然后就问我你为什么笑啊？因为我觉得这事实在是太离奇、太不靠谱了。如果我不笑的话，我就得哭。就是当一个人他触到了一种很极端的一种状态的时候，他的反应就是要不然就得哭，要不然就得笑。
You know how rumors spread?
大家知道这谣言是怎么传出来的吗？
So I put something on Facebook.
比如说呢，我在脸书上发表了一些信息。
Oh, did you hear what Donna Kelly did?
哎呦，你听说 Donna Kelly 都做了些什么吗？
I saw her go into a restaurant.
哎，我看见她去了餐厅了。
I know she was eating eggs.
哎呀，我知道她肯定吃鸡蛋了。
And then another devotee gets it, puts it on her Facebook page or whatever you use, or your WhatsApp, your WeChat page. And then everybody's saying, oh, Donna Kelly's eating eggs.
然后呢，有一位奉献者他就听说这事儿了以后呢，他就把这消息就传到了他自己的，无论是脸书啊，还是这个咱们用的这个微信上。然后所以呢，大家一看到这消息之后呢，所有人都说，哎呀 ，Donna Kelly 是吃鸡蛋的。
And it gets back to Donna Kelly and she says, what? That's crazy. Who said that?
然后呢，这消息就传回到 Donna Kelly 这之后呢 ，Donna Kelly 就说什么？这谁说的？这简直是疯话。
No, my cousin works at a restaurant. I was just going in to say hello.
根本就不是这么回事儿，是我的表姐，她是在餐厅里边上班，所以我只不过去上餐厅里边去和她打个招呼。
Have you seen things like that before?
大家有没有有过这样的体验呢？之前有没有见到过这样的状态？
It's common, isn't it?
就其实还是挺普遍的，对不对？
So we have more comments.
Yes. Hare Krishna. This devotee is asking. 问题是管理影响传教，限制传教。This devotee said that the issue is that the management actually impact the preaching. It also gives some limitations to the restrictions to the preaching. And also, she continues that 计划经济代替市场经济，替代商品经济规律， the planning economy replace the marketing economy and replace the how to say the 商品经济 the commodities economy. I'm not exactly sure what she's saying here.
I'm not sure either. But
就是这位 Hare Krishna 的奉献者，您能解释一下您这说的计划经济代替市场经济、替代商品经济规律，您这要说的是什么意思吗？
all I can say is this.
Yeah, well, she said a planned economy replaces market economy and
What does that mean?
commodity economy.
What is the
Well,
plan economy? What does that
yeah,
mean?
the planned economy, that is the history of China. So, you know, when we develop the economy, everything has been planned, but not based on the follow the regular way of the marketing supposed to be like. Everything has been planned. But I am not exactly sure why she said that here.
Yeah. Let me say something else.
Okay. She said that this is that to manipulate the price. Oh, I think she's echoing the other devotees about book distribution with the lower price. So the management, they want to manipulate the price. I think this is what she wants to say to relate the things.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't speak about management in China.
这个就是关于这个计划经济这件事情哈，其实是跟我刚才跟顾如大概解释一下，就是咱们中国以前的这个经济发展的这个状态是用计划经济的。然后呢，顾如他就说呢，他对于这个中国的一些体制的这个问题，他是没有办法进行解释的。
But I can say that Prabhupada is very happy when we get along and very unhappy when we don't.
但是我能说的呢，就是当我们能够和平相处的时候，那舍利帕帕是很开心的。但如果我们要是相互吵架了，那舍利帕帕就不开心了。
Yeah, so I can only speak in general in a class.
那所以在这个课堂上，我只能够是泛泛而谈。
And the system Prabhupada set up is if you are dealing with someone and you're not happy, then you go to the next higher authority.
那舍利帕帕他给我们设置的这个体系，就是当你在和某一个人在进行合作的时候，如果你要是对他的这种方式不是很理解、很开心的话，那么就去找他的上层领导。
And so there's a higher authority than your temple president, like a regional director, you go to them. If you can't resolve with them, then you go to the GBC.
那你比如说，我们有庙长，然后庙长上面呢还有地区的就是这个整个地区的领导。如果是他们都不能解决问题的话呢，那么就去到更高的 GBC。
And you try to work things out peacefully.
然后呢，尽量的平和的去解决问题。
Okay, Nadia has something to say.
Yes, but there was a devotee raising her hand. Do you want to deal with that first?
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
就是喜悦马塔吉，您是举了手，您是有问题吗？或者你想跟姑姑说什么吗？看到您在举手，还是您的手举错了？
学马大吉已经给你解除静音了，你可以上麦说话。
Well, maybe that is a mistake for her to raise her hand. Maybe we'll get
No,
back to that.
she's you have to unmute. It looks like she's
we have
talking.
already made her available to unmute.
Okay, she's coming.
OK，喜悦 OK， 喜悦您可以讲话了是吧？
哎，可以，我就不知道你那儿能不能听到，我刚刚才把它弄好。
我现在能听到您讲吧。
我就是想问老师，因为我那天突然就是今天这个问题，看能不能够跟这个类似，因为我以前在想一件事情的时候，我是以逃避痛苦的方式去解决的，比如说我想去追求财务上的自由啊那些，我就会在有些事情上 虽说我不喜欢，但是我还是会或者我为了达成我的一些东西的话，我会去接受我不喜欢的事情。但是我发现的话，
希月，
听得到吗？
你的声音有点卡，你说的最关键的那个词没有听到，就是你要逃避就怎么着？
就是我以前就是以逃避痛苦的方式去做思考的，但是我现在发现这是不对的，应该是以追求快乐的方式去思考，会对我更有帮助。所以如果是放在刚才那个同学的问题上面，就是说，如果别人说我怎么样怎么样，如果我是想要去纠正他们，我觉得就是是对我来讲是很痛苦的。但是我如果是笑对这件事情，或者是就是这个思考方式，我觉得对我来讲有一些改变。我不知道我表达清楚没有，就是说
所以您这是一个评述是吧？不是一个问题，就是你想说一下，就是您现在这种思考方式的改变。
对，是不是对的？就是我以前是以逃避痛苦的方式来思考问题，但是我这个 Krishna 呢，我也修行了一段时间，我再加上就是我们现在咕噜讲的是爱自己嘛，我就觉得如果是以追求快乐的这种方式，我觉得会更爱自己，会更让我能够坚持下。对，就是这个思考问题的态度和角度很重要。我想表达的是这个，我不知道这样会不会好一些。
So Mataji want to clarify with you one thing about the right attitude about self-care. She said that before her way of thinking is always in a kind of running away from the miseries. So she's in a kind of mentality of escaping. However, from hearing your lecture and also from practicing Krishna consciousness, she found that she needs to adjust her mentality in the happy mood. So in a more positive, happy way to think about things. So for example, going back to the question from the previous devotee, see, if we have been treated wrongly by the others or blaspheming by the others, if we put our energy to rectify it, to correct them, to try to defend ourselves, I found that actually that will put ourselves in a quite energy consuming situation. So I think instead of doing that, I just laughing at that and try to be positive and try to be happy with it. That actually is a better way to show loving ourselves. So I am not so sure if this is the right way. I just want to clarify with you about that.
It's your choice.
是的，这实际上是您所做出来的选择。
One devotee accused me of having a girlfriend.
You said yourself?
Yeah, a devotee accused me of having a girlfriend.
OK， 然后有一次呢，奉献者就指责说我有了一个女朋友。
So, have a good laugh.
然后我就只能笑了。
Yeah, it's a very good point. If something is going to consume my energy and be hurtful for me, then why would I want to engage in it if I actually care about myself?
就是如果要是有一件事情它发生了，然后呢，它会对我产生伤害，而且呢，它还会消耗到我的能量。那我为什么要让我自己还深深的陷在这件事情里面呢？让我把这个能量消耗在这件事情上呢？
So we had said in a previous class that I love myself too much to do something which would be destructive.
那么然后我在之前的那课里面就讲到了，就是我实在是太爱自己了，所以说呢，我就不会做一些伤害、损害自己的事情。
And we know if we're upset, it's difficult to chant our rounds.
而且我们也知道，当我们处在一种苦恼的状态下的时候，我们就没有办法去念诵自己的劝说。
So let's say someone does something to upset me. Now, if I have the mood of care, self-love, self-compassion, I will think, if I allow this to upset me, probably tomorrow during my japa, I'm just going to be thinking about this person. So I'm going to ruin my japa. So do I want to do that to myself? And the answer is, if I care for myself, no, I don't want to.
就是如果要是某人他做了一件事让我们很气恼，但如果我要是真的很爱我自己，很关爱我自己的话，那我就会或者就是处在一个很自我怜悯的这种状态下的话，那我就在想，如果我要是一直想着这件事情，我要是想着这个人对我做的这件事情的话，那么明天当我在念诵 japa 的时候，他就会搅扰我的 japa 没有办法认真的去念。那么如果这样的话，我还是在关爱我自己吗？那我要不要用这件事情来折磨我自己呢？
It's very common for people not to think this way.
那其实非常普遍的一种状态就是人们不会以这样的方式去思考。
When you become angry, you're hurting yourself.
那么当你变得愤怒的时候呢，其实你就是在伤害自己。
Sometimes we think, I must get back at this person. They've done something which is unjust, but then I end up hurting myself.
那有的时候呢，我们就觉得，因为这个人他对待我不公正了，所以说呢，我就必须要去对这个人做一些事情。但其实这么做呢，其实就是在伤害我们自己。
They have this example in the Mahabharata.
那我们在 Mahabharata 里面有这个例子，
Somebody hurts you,
当有人在伤害了你的时候，
and you hold a hot coal.
那然后你拿着一块烧热了的炭，
You say, I'm going to get back at you with this hot coal.
然后你就说到，我得把这块特别热的炭要扔到你的身上。
So we can say this hot coal is your burning anger.
但我们可以看到，就是这块烧热的炭呢，是你这个灼烧的愤怒。
But because you're holding onto the coal, obviously you're burning yourself.
但是呢，由于你使劲拿着这块烧热的炭，那所以也很显然你是把自己给烧坏了。
We've talked a lot about how we feel and how we're purified by respecting other devotees and by appreciating them.
那么我们其实也已经谈了很多，就是当我们在尊重以及赞赏其他的奉献者的时候，这个我们有什么样的感觉，以及呢是多么的净化。
And how we are contaminated by anger, resentment, envy, etc.
但是呢，当我们有着怨恨心，然后我们很愤怒，以及我们嫉妒的时候，这也对我们来说有多大的污染性。
And so sometimes we become resentful. So now we're carrying this coal 24 hours a day.
有的时候呢，我们是心存怨恨的。当我们在心存怨恨的时候，也就意味着我们一天24小时都使劲握着这块烧红的炭。
So it makes sense if you're actually caring for yourself, you'll just decide to drop the coal. It's not that important to get back. But what's important is to maintain my sanity.
My sanity.
Yeah, my
Okay.
peace of mind.
Yeah. 那所以就是说，如果我们要是真的关爱自己的话呢，所以其实就很合理的一种办法，就是把这个烧红的这个炭给放到一边，然后别想着再把这个烧红炭给剪下来，然后让自己处在一个相对平和的一种状态之下。
And some of you will cry, injustice, he must be punished.
那有的人呢，可能就会大吼着说，这是不公正的，他必须要被惩罚。
In some cases, that's true.
那么在有些情况下，的确是这样的。
But often it's that you need justice and you're willing to disturb your mind, disturb maybe your relationships in order to get justice. It doesn't make sense.
但是有的时候呢，就是这种你想要得到公正的这个需求，但是呢，这种公正是通过你自己去搅扰你自己的这个心意，以这样的方式去获得的这种公正是不合理的，是讲不通道理的。
Does that make sense to you?
这个你觉得合理吗？
So that's a very good question.
这是一个非常好的问题。
Because it makes the point that if you have self-love, there's so many things that maybe you used to do that you won't do now because they'll just disturb you and really have no great benefit for you.
因为就如果我们要是真的很自爱、自我关爱的话，那也就意味着我们其实之前会做的很多事情，现在我们都不会做了，因为这些事情呢，它不会真正的帮到我们的。
And if you're upset about something, it's good to think like this.
那如果要是我们对于某件事情感到很气恼的话呢，我们以这样的方式去思考是很好的。
I know after that I learned about forgiving, I wouldn't allow myself to be bothered by things that maybe I would previously bothered by because I knew it would cause me suffering and I wanted to care for myself.
那么就是当我学会了宽恕之后呢，我就知道了，就是我之前介意的一些事情，我现在都不应该再去介意了，因为呢，我再去介意之前我介意的那些事情，它就不会让我自我关爱，我就没法爱自己了。
And then what happens? You start fighting this case, this situation, when you should be reading and chanting.
然后会发生什么呢？就是你就会去使劲儿的为这件事情去抗争，但是你去抗争这件事情的这个时间呢，你本来实际上是可以用在阅读和念诵的这个事情上的。
Don't think that doesn't happen.
但不要觉得这事儿不会发生。
So it's something to think about.
所以呢，这个是给我们提供的思路。
I'm not saying that in every case we may not need to do something to resolve a situation.
但是我并不是说所有的事情我们都不需要去做一些事情去解决这个问题。
But if you're caring for yourself, you won't do it in a way that would be destructive for you or agitating for you if it can be avoided.
Sorry， 如果要是你爱自己的话呢，你就不会用一种去伤害自己，或者是让自己很焦躁的这种方式去解决这个问题。
So this self-care is very powerful.
所以说呢，这自我关爱是非常有力量的。
You can change your reaction to different situations.
所以说呢，就可以把这个这个反应在不同的情况下进行转化。
Does that make sense?
这样听起来有道理吗？ Yes.
So maybe somebody does something wrong. Is it worth giving up your sanity, your peace of mind, to engage in a conflict? Probably not. Most times it's probably not.
那也许可能有些人他的确是做了一些错事，但是是不是就值得我们放弃自己内心的平静，而去为这件事情去争个1、2、3呢？可能并不是这样的，不值得。
Many times, 10 years later, that person will apologize.
而且有很多时候呢，10年之后，那个人可能就会向你道歉了。
So, do you want to wait 10 years hating them?
那
To
你
give
愿
it up, or do you want to give it up now?
那你愿不愿意就是等10年以后的时间，就等上个10年，然后呢才去原谅他呢？还是就是现在就把这事儿就放下了，就先释然了？
And I think maybe all of you have this kind of experience.
我想可能大家都有这样的体验。
You know, the worst part of it, I think,
大家知道就是最糟糕的这个部分在哪儿吗？我觉得，
as devotees, we're meant to live in the mode of goodness.
因为作为奉献者，我们本来是应该生活在善良属性的状态下的。
So anger, impatience, intolerance, revenge, this is not part of the life of a devotee.
所以说呢，愤怒啊，不容忍呐，没有耐心呐，其实这些都不是这个就是或者是怨恨呐，这些都不是一个奉献者他应该 所处在的这种状态。
When someone wants to become a devotee, I think we should tell them, okay, you can become a devotee, but no more anger, no more rage, no more revenge, no more envy. This is now that you're a devotee, you have to put all of those aside.
那如果要是有一个人他要成为奉献者的话，我们就必须得跟他说，好吧？如果你要是想成为奉献者的话，那你就不能够再愤怒了，你也不能再生气了，然后呢，你也不能够再想着去报仇了，然后呢，你也不能再有嫉妒了，所有的这些都得放到一边了。
Have you ever seen a devotee become angry?
Sorry, Mark, you said it?
Have you ever seen a devotee angry?
就我们有没有看到过任何一个奉献者发过怒、发过火
？Impatient?
或者是不耐烦了、
Intolerant?
不容忍了、
Revengeful?
想要报仇、
Jealous?
愤怒、嫉妒。
It's actually a contradiction.
其实是相互矛盾的。
No. So your real answer is, well, no, I've never seen a devotee do that because a pure devotee would never do that.
所以呢，我们真正的回答就是，我没有看到一位真正的奉献者他有过刚才那些反应，因为一位真正的纯粹的奉献者他是不会有这些反应的。
So at least we should think those things are not part of devotional service. So when I'm acting that way, I'm not actually acting as a devotee.
所以说呢，我们要知道，就至少我们要知道，所有刚才的就是这些特征，它都不是奉献者应该表现的这个特征。如果是一个奉献者，他是要这样的去表现的话，那也就意味着他并不是一位真正的奉献者。
No, something else we've spoken about, which is important.
那我们还讲了一些也是很重要的事情。
Somebody's upset with me.
那有人他对我不高兴了。
So now I have two choices.
那我现在呢有两个选择。
I could react to that upset by raising myself to sattvagun and being tolerant, or degrading myself to tamagun and taking revenge and become angry with them.
就是我对于对方的这种态度呢，我可以把自己给提升到这个善良形态的一个状态，然后呢让自己会很容忍，但是或者呢把自己给放在 Tamaguna 或者是Rajaguna 的这种状态，就是这个愚昧属性的这种状态，然后让自己处在一个想要去报仇的状态。
Sattvaguna, you come to sattva and you tolerate it.
Yeah, 就是你要去到这个 sattva， 就是去到这个善良属性，然后呢你就可以容忍。
Someone's angry at me, and we're either going to get one tolerant person and one angry person, or we're going to get two angry persons.
就如果是有人要是对我生气了的话呢，那我们这结果就是在这些事情上会有两个人的出现，一个呢就是处在一个善良形态的一个人，一个很容忍的人，以及一个那边是愤怒的人，或者呢这件事情就会导致两个愤怒的人的出现。
And you and I are the ones who are going to decide which one it's going to be.
那你和我呢，我们俩人就必须要决定我们到底想成为其中的哪个人呢？
So my question to all of you is, are you going to let angry, intolerant people cause you to be angry and intolerant? And I say, if you love yourself, the answer will be no, I won't allow that.
那所以我的问题，我为大家提出来的一个问题就是，我们是不是会允许一个愤怒的、不容忍的一个人，让我们也变得愤怒和不容忍了呢？不是这样的，因为如果我们要是爱自己的话，那就不会让这样的事情发生。
So next time there's an upsetting situation, you can think about this.
所以呢，下一次当我们再处在一个令我们不舒服的一个状态的时候，让我们要激起我们的火的这个状态的时候，我们就可以做一下这样的思考。
Have you ever been driving with someone and they get very agitated because there's so much traffic?
那有没有就是你有没有这个和某人一块儿开车的这个经历？那由于外边堵车堵得很厉害，所以这个人他就始终处在一个很焦躁的状态下。
And it's kind of ridiculous because there's a lot of traffic and you can do absolutely nothing about it. So being angry doesn't make the traffic go away.
其实这也是很有意思的一件事儿，因为就是这个外面堵车这个状态，实际上完全是我们没有办法控制得了的。那如果我们要是处在一个很愤怒的一个状态的话呢，那我们也没有办法让这个堵车的情况变得好转。
And then you start yelling at the car in front of you. They can't hear you. No need to yell at them. The only person who can hear you is you.
然后呢，然后这会儿你就开始对着前面那个车就吼，但是问题是前面那个车你对他吼半天，他也听不到你，而且听不到你的吼声，唯一能听到你自己的吼声的那个人呢，只能是你自己。
I've come to the conclusion that some people just enjoy being disturbed somehow or other. I don't know why, but they do.
所以说呢，我得出这么一个结论，就有些人呢，他就非常的乐在其中的，要让自己处在这种很被焦躁、很被打扰的这个状态。那他为什么会这么乐在其中的处在这种状态呢？我也不知道，但是他们就是这样的。
So you can think about that also. Do you enjoy being upset?
那所以说呢，我们也可以这样想，就是我们是不是非常的想让自己就很沉浸在这种这个生气的状态中
And worse, do you look for opportunities for things to upset you so you can become angry?
那更糟糕的一件事情就是，我们是不是会去寻找那些老是要拱起我们的火的那些事情、那些机会，然后这样的话就可以让我们处在一种很愤怒的状态里面。
Have you ever done that?
大家有没有这么做过呢？
You go somewhere and you just start criticizing everything in your mind?
那然后呢，比如说你到了某一个地方，然后你就开始在心里边就开始批评所有的事情。
It's like I'm looking for things to upset me.
那也就是说呢，我在找茬儿，我在找一些让我生气的事儿。
So then I say to you all, is that how you want to treat yourself?
那我就想对大家说呢，这就是你想要对待自己的那种方式。
And you can ask that question when you're finding fault with somebody. Do I really need to find fault? Is this, and it upsets me when I find fault? Don't I care about myself?
那所以我们也可以问这么一个问题，就是当我们在别人身上挑错的时候，我们就会在想，我是不是真的想在这个人身上挑错，然后呢，让我变得这个很生气、很愤怒呢？我是不是用这样的方式来爱我自己呢？我是不是真的在爱我自己呢？
Anyway, that's how I think.
无论如何呢，这是我的思维方式。
And I would like to pass that on to you. Maybe that will help you.
那然后呢，我想把这种思维方式呢，也传递给你们。那也许可能这个也会给大家有帮助的。
So this is what you do.
那么这个是你要做的事情。
Next time a car cuts in front of you,
下一次呢，有一辆车超到你前面去了，
you say blessings to you.
然后你对他说祝福你。
That's what a devotee does.
那么这个奉献者就会这么做的。
Now, if you don't want to be a devotee, you can start cursing at them.
但是如果你要是不想成为一个奉献者的话，那你就可以开始诅咒这个人。
But if you want to be a devotee, you should bless them.
但是如果你要是想要成为一名奉献者的话呢，你就应该祝福这个人。
That's Bhaktisiddhanta said you should only want the greatest good for your worst enemy.
那么 Srila Bhaktisiddhanta 他就讲到呢，就是我们总是要希望我们最大的敌人处在最被祝福的状态。
Sydney, you write on a piece of paper, I want the greatest good for the worst drivers, and pin that on your steering wheel.
然后呢，我们就可以在我们的这个方向盘上贴这么一个纸条，就是我希望最搅扰我的那个司机受到最大的祝福。
And you're driving, you'll come back completely. Every time you go driving, you'll become more Krishna conscious.
然后这样的话，每次当你在开车的时候，你就会让自己变得更加的具有 Krishna 知觉。
Nadia said, first you chop their head off, then you bless them. That's the Russian style.
然后娜姐妈妈就说，首先呢，你先把这人的脑袋给切下来，然后呢再去祝福他，这是俄罗斯的方式。
I know that because a Russian devotee told me.
那我之所以知道呢，是因为俄罗斯的奉献者这样跟我讲过。
So you get out of the car, roll down your window, punch him in the nose, and then you say, okay, I forgive you. And you go back in your car. That's Russian style.
然后呢，就是这样，你从你的车里面走出来，然后呢，来到前面给你捣乱的这个车的面前，然后呢，使劲揍这个司机的鼻子一拳，然后之后跟他说：“好吧，我现在原谅你了。”然后呢，这会儿又回到自己的车里面。
So I think sometimes we don't actually think enough about what it means to be a devotee, and we allow ourselves to act like we're not devotees in some cases.
所以我就觉得有的时候，如果我们要是没有仔细的去想奉献者到底是什么样子的这种状态的时候，什么是奉献者的时候，我们就允许自己是在一种不是奉献者的状态下去行事。
Okay. So Sydney has revealed that she just kind of makes loud noises. Is that it? Oh, she just cries. Too much traffic, she cries.
Oh, laugh. I think she has a good laughter. 那这个悉尼妈的姐呢，她因为这个堵车太厉害，所以呢，她就哭了。她的手势。
Okay, Sydney, maybe we need a new one for your steering wheel. It's time to laugh at all the bad drivers.
然后呢，这个悉尼妈姐，那现在呢，我们可能给你一个新的思路，就是每次当我们遇到不好的司机的时候呢，我们就应该大笑，好好的笑一笑。
Where did they get that driver's license? They must have given them a bribe to get their license. And you can just laugh.
这种司机他是怎么拿到他的驾照的呢？他一定是贿赂了，所以说呢，贿赂之后他才能够拿到这个驾照，要不然他开车开得这么烂。
When people do things upsetting, I came up with a mantra.
那么就是当人做一些让我们不高兴的事儿的时候呢，我就会念这么一个曼陀罗。
This mantra is meant to counteract your ill feelings.
那么这个曼陀罗呢，其实就是可以综合掉我们内心里面的不好的想法、恶意的想法。
So you go to the feast, you put on your brand new sari, your brand new silk dhoti, and then when they're serving out, they miss the plate and they pour it right on your lap. And all this prasadam is all over your brand new sari or brand new dhoti. How do you feel?
就比如是这样的啊，就是你去参加一个大餐，让你去参加大餐的时候呢，你穿上了自己非常美的新的丝的 sari 或者是新的丝的 dhoti， 但是当你到那儿的时候，人家把这个 prasadam 一下子一大盘 prasadam 全部都泼在了你的这个新的衣服上，那这会儿你的这个新的衣服就被毁掉了，那这会儿你是什么样的感觉呢？
And the subject is full of turmeric and it's never going to get, your sari dhoti will never get clean again.
而且呢，这个 subject 里面放了好多的姜黄粉，所以说呢，就是这个颜色呢，它就会永远的印在了我的这个 sari 身上，我这个 sari 就再也洗不干净了。
How do you feel?
这会儿我们怎么想？什么感觉？
Hey, you're paying for my new sari. You're paying for a new sari.
哎，你得赔我的新 sari。
And that's just the beginning of all the things you're going to say.
那么这个其实就是我们所有的一切想法的开始。
So here's my mantra when those things happen to you.
那么当这样的事情发生之后呢，我就会有这样的一个 mantra， 这样一个曼陀罗。
You look at the prasadam on your lap.
然后就看看在你腿上的这个 prasadam，
And you look at them.
然后呢，你再看看那个把那个 prasadam 泼在你身上那
And
个
then
人，
you chant this mantra.
然后你就念这个曼陀罗。
That's very interesting.
哎呀，这太有意思了。
And that counteracts. You don't have to say anything else. No criticism, no anger. Just say that's interesting.
你不用再说其他的事情，你只要说一句，哎，这事儿太有意思了，这就综合掉了。
Now, amongst ourselves, when we say that's interesting, we'll all know what's going on.
但是呢，在我们自己，就如果当我们对自己说，就是这事儿太有意思的时候，其实我们知道都有一些什么事情正在发生着。
Now, if you invite me to your house to take prasadam, and there's a preparation I don't like, and you ask me how it is, I will say, that preparation was very interesting.
如果要是你把我请到你家里面荣耀 prasadam， 然后呢，就是在你做的所有的这些餐食里面呢，有一道菜我是不喜欢的，然后你就问我，你觉得这 prasadam 怎么样啊？然后我就说，这 prasadam 特别有意思。
You say, Maharaj, how was it interesting?
然后你就会问 Maharaj， 这怎么有意思了？
Well, it was interesting because you put salt in the preparation when it called for sugar. Very interesting.
非常有意思的原因呢，就是因为 你在做这件就是在准备这道菜的时候呢，本来是应该放糖，可是呢你把盐放在里面了，所以呢特有意思。
You can try that when you're upset about something. Just say, "Well, that was interesting."
所以说呢，你可以试试这个，就是当你遇到不高兴、不开心的事情的时候呢，你就可以说说这很有意思。
Somebody gives a class and they say, "Women are all stupid. They should just stay home and churn butter."
比如说有人他在上课，然后呢他在课上他就讲，这个所有的女人都特别的蠢，她们就应该只待在家里边，然后去搅拌黄油。
It's right there in the Bhagavatam.
因为在圣典博伽宝坛里面就这么说的。
And then someone asks you, "What do you think of that class?"
然后有人就问你，哎呀，你觉得这节课怎么样啊？上的？
And you say, "Very interesting."
然后你就说，哎呀，太有意思了。
And amongst ourselves, we'll know what that means. But at least you're not angry.
但是呢，在我们中间，其实我们明白这表达的意思到底是什么，后面的潜台词到底是什么。但至少你没有表示愤怒。
We have another one for Sydney. There are many interesting drivers on the road today.
那我们还有另外一个曼陀罗是专门给悉尼妈的记的，就是今天在路上有很多sorry Marshall, there are many what drivers on the road?
Interesting drivers.
OK, 今天在路上有很多非常有意思的司机。
How do you like your husband? Sometimes he's very interesting.
你觉得你丈夫怎么样啊？我丈夫有的时候特有意思。
So then you can laugh instead of cry.
然后呢，这会儿你就可以对这件事儿表示一种笑的一种状态，而不会去哭了。
But you see what you're doing because you care for yourself. You're doing this to protect yourself from becoming angry.
但是呢，其实你知道你在做什么，你这么做呢，其实是在保护你自己，保护自己不变得生气，不变得愤怒。
That's the point.
这个是我要表达的要点。
Okay, you want to read some more in the chat?
Yes. Nikunja Vidya Mataji has a comment here. She said that 时间能够证明一切，把困难都看成是 Krishna 的考验，我做好自己就可以了。Well, actually, time can prove everything. We just consider the difficulties is a test from Lord Krishna. I just do whatever I need to do nicely.
Yeah, perfect.
是的，完美。
Shuddha.
是的。Yes, Marge.
是的。I'm too old, I think, to learn Chinese. I can't even say yes properly. How am I going to go beyond that?
No.
是的。
The next one from Nadia Maji. What people think and say about me is actually their relationship with Krishna, and how I react to that is my relationship with Krishna. So I just have to take care of my thoughts and words. Nadia 她说呢，别人
It affects my relationship with Krishna. That's what you mean, right? It affects my relationship.
Yeah, in fact. 他说这个人们的想法和说法，对，就人们对我的想法和说法，其实都是他们和 Krishna 之间的关系，而我如何去对他们进行反应，是我和 Krishna 之间的关系。所以说呢，我只要管好我自己的想法和我自己的言语就好了。这是 Nadia 讲的。
Yeah, so this is a good point.
这是一个非常好的点。
So you might be upset, but then you think, well, what would please Krishna in this situation?
就是因为也许可能我们会被触怒了，但是呢，我们就会在想，那这样的一种状况下，怎么是取悦 Krishna 的状态呢？
Obviously, getting upset in most cases is not going to please him.
那显然，让自己变得生气，在大部分的这种情况下，其实是不取悦 Krishna 的。
Some exceptions, but generally, it's not going to please him.
就是有一些特例，但是大部分的情况下呢，他不会取悦 Krishna。
So you may have a right to be upset, because some injustice was committed
那也
against
许
you.
也许可能由于由于不公平的事情发生了，你有权让自己变得愤怒。
And in fact, you might be upset,
那事实上，你也许可能就会很生气。
but acting out on that upset is not generally is not going to be pleasing to Krishna.
但是呢，我们要是把这个火发出来，通常来说呢，是不会让 Krishna 开心的。
You know, sometimes we're upset. We can't control that.
那有的时候呢，我们就是挺生气的，然后我们控制不了。
But we are talking here about acting on that upset as opposed to neutralizing that.
那么然后在这里面呢，我们讲的是就是把这个火发出来，相对于把这个火给它综合掉。
So always think when you're making decisions, when you're reacting, what would be pleasing to Krishna?
那所以说呢，就是我总是在想着，就是当我们去应对一件事情的时候，当我们在做事情的时候，它是不是会取悦 Krishna？
And you might think, well, that sounds quite simple.
那大家可能在想着，这听起来好像还挺简单的。
But think about how many times you've acted improperly, and you would have not acted that way if you would have thought, what will please Krishna in this situation?
但是我们又要再想一想，其实有多少时候我们的这种反应并不是很恰当的。那如果我们要是想着他怎么能够取悦 Krishna 呢？那会儿我们的反应会是什么样？
Okay. Next.
Yes. Yes. Next one from Ikunja Vidya Maji. 做事时要多考虑周围的环境和他人的状态，选择中间点，保持平衡。She said that while we are taking actions, we do need to consider the surrounding environment and also the other situation, and try to select a kind of neutral way to maintain the balance.
Yeah. What's beneficial for everyone.
那这个是对的，因为这个是有益于所有的人的。
Next.
Yeah, the next one is Bhakti again. She's echoing what you said earlier. She said that 上层领导他们根本不调查，光凭价格层面，甚至是不看货，只看人来评判，公报私仇，谁做服务就打击谁。 Well, because earlier you said that the way to solve the problem just to show the book. And then she said that for the higher level leaders, they don't really do any investigation. They only depends on the price, but not depends on the actual book to sell to make the judgment. And so sometimes they just using all of these excuses to take the revenge, and whoever do the service, whoever will be hit, whoever will be beaten, discouraged, whoever will be discouraged.
I won't be discouraged. I wouldn't let anyone discourage me.
就是我不会被打击，我也不会让任何一个人来打击我。
Anyway, this is a managerial issue, so I don't want to comment.
OK， 那无论如何呢，这个是跟管理层面有关系了，所以说呢，我就不再做任何的评注。
But Prabhupada said he never allowed anything to discourage him.
那然后呢，Srila Prabhupada 说呢，就是他不会让任何一件事情来打击他，来让他气馁。
And he was referring to discouraging things. The things that would discourage a normal person, he wouldn't allow himself to become discouraged. So see if he can.
然后呢，他就说呢，就是有些时候，就是有些事情呢，它实际上是会打击到一个普通的人，但是呢，不会打击到他。
Okay, next.
She also said that 如果你派书多，发展新人多，领导就打击你、封杀你。She said that if whoever distribute more books and developed more new people, then the leaders will sorry, I need to find this word. Yeah, he said that the leaders will block this person, will actually not let the person, well, kind of set up the barriers and the obstacles, not let the person to do her or his service.
I can't say anything.
就关于 Bhakti 后面的这个事情，不是说他就没有办法再讲更多了。
Hard to believe.
就也挺难相信是这样一种状态的。
Like every leader in China doesn't want you to make devotees and distribute a lot of books. It's hard to believe.
就是因为就是这个中国的领导不想让你派书，不想让你培养新的奉献者嘛，这件事还是挺难让人相信的。
Or are you talking about one specific leader?
或者是您在里面讲的是某一位特定的领导呢？
And if you're talking about one leader, you can talk to another leader and try to resolve it.
那如果你要是讲的是某一位特定的领导的话，那你就可以和另外一位领导来讨论这件事情，然后尽量的把这个问题给解决。
It shouldn't be that difficult.
所以呢，这不应该是很难的一件事情。
I hope.
我希望。
Okay, next.
Yeah, the comments from Nadia. We also have a problem with authorities here. They think they can control my relationships with my spiritual master and Krishna. They threaten me that without their permission, I won't get anything, as if Krishna can't decide himself what to do. 那么 Nadia 妈姐在这里面就说的呢，就是我们在这儿呢也有这个就我们在这儿领导也有这么一个问题，就是他们觉得他们可以控制了我和灵性导师以及 Krishna 之间的关系，然后他们就威胁我说呢，如果要是没有许可的话，我根本就做不了任何事情，就好像 Krishna 他没有办法去决定他要做什么一样。
Maybe everything happens for a reason.
那也许呢，任何一件事情它的发生都会有一个原因的。
That's the only way I can make sense of these things.
那么这是唯一的我能够去考虑这个事情的点，就这样的事情发生的点。
And we just have to be tolerant and also try to understand what maybe there's a reason here.
那我们的反应呢，就只能够去容忍，而且呢，我们要使劲的去想一想，它发生肯定是有原因的。
Because your relationship with your guru is transcendental to everything.
因为呢，你和 Guru 之间的关系是超然于所有的一切的。
So when you're ready to be initiated, nothing can stop it, not even the temple president.
所以说呢，如果你要是已经被启迪了的话呢，那什么事情都是阻止不了的。你和 Guru 之间的关系，包括庙长也阻止不了。
And it will happen.
那然后这也是会发生的。
So maybe the temple president is indirectly telling you you need to be qualified.
那也许可能就是这个庙长他是在间接的告诉你，你需要让自己变得更有资格。
I mean, that's one way of thinking.
那么这是考虑问题的其中的一个方式。
But ultimately, I wouldn't worry about it.
那么但是终极来说呢，我就不担心。
Because relationship with guru is not, it's not meant to be controlled. It's not meant to be predominantly controlled by management, slightly, but not predominantly.
因为终极来说呢，就是 Guru 和门徒之间的这种关系，它可能有一点点的被这个管理层所控制，但是终极来说，它是不会受到管理层的任何控制，因为它是控制不了的。
Anyway, just make you more anxious.
Just to make you more anxious.
Yeah.
那这只是就是
You're more anxious in a positive way.
OK， 就是让这个在更加积极的状态下，变得对这件事有一些焦虑。 The next one.
Yeah.
The next one from Chen Guiying. She is the first. She's the one to ask the first question you answered in the beginning of the class. She said that 我认为刚才咕噜说的没错。为了证明自己派发的是正版，那就拿书给管理层看，来消除影响。毕竟我们受条件限制，在价格方面或许可以把自己派书的方式让领导知道并获得支持，这样可能会更顺利。She is giving the advice to Bhakti. She said that I really think what Guru said was right. In order to prove that we are distributing the right book, we need to show the book to the authorities. In this way, to eliminate the negative impact from them. After all, we are in the conditioned situation. So in terms of the price, maybe we can share our way of book distribution to the leaders, and after they understand the overall way of doing things, maybe we can get their support and to make things happen more smoothly.
Yes. We always try to work things out if we can, do our best.
是的，是的，我们总是要解决方案，就是总是要把这事情给解决了，在我们尽力而为的状态下。
It's all you can do. Try to work it out.
那么这个是我们能够做到的，所有的事情就是尽量的去解决问题。
Okay, next.
Next one, Nadia said that see every day in the mirror.
You're asking the question about
yeah.
do you manifest all these qualities? You remember we were saying, do you manifest revenge or anger or jealousy? And she said, oh yeah. Or I said, do you know anybody who manifests these qualities? She said, yeah, I see that person in the mirror every morning.
OK， 就是Nadia刚才她说的就是对着看镜子哈，因为刚才咱们就提到了，就是我们有没有每天看到这个有愤怒啊，有嫉妒啊，就是有这个想要复仇的这个人，然后呢，我们看到了，就是每天我们在镜子里面看到的都是这样一个人。
Oh, yes. The man in the mirror. Watch out for the man in the mirror. He's dangerous.
对，我们一定要小心在镜子里边这个人，他实在是太危险了。
All your problems are caused by that man or woman in the mirror. They just get in the way. They create so many problems.
那你所有的麻烦和问题全部都是由在镜子里的这个人而造成的，所以呢，一定要远离他。
You have to make that man or woman in the mirror your friend.
你必须要把这个镜子里的那个人，无论这个镜子里这是男人呢还是女人呢，要把他变成你的朋友。
Otherwise, they're going to be your biggest obstacle to bhakti.
否则的话呢，他就会是你在 bhakti 之途上的最大的障碍。Yes, Marsh. Next one.
Yes.
Next one from Gopinath. When I forgive someone, is it important to make that person know that I forgive her? I mean, I don't want to talk to the person. I can make the work of forgive, but can I forgive her without telling her? Like just make the work inside of me in order to preserve my mental health. Gopinath 的问题呢，就是当我要宽恕某一个人的时候，我就是让我就是我如果去让这个人了解了我宽恕他了这件事重要吗？那我的意思就是说，我不想和这个人说话，我只是想在内在去处理这个宽恕他的这个事情，然后但是我并没有告诉他我原谅他，只是在我内在去进行这个处理，然后以这样的方式来保护我的心理上的健康。
The answer is Shuddha. Yes.
这个回答就是是的，可以。
Shuddha. Sí, señor. Shuddha.
是的 ，perfect, Maharaj. You say very well. 是的，是的。
Shuddha. Okay, yeah. That's your decision, Gopinath.
那 Gopinath 这是您做出的决定。
Whatever you think is best.
无论您认为怎么做是最好的，都是好的。
So you don't have to tell her if you don't want to.
所以如果你要是不愿意告诉他的话呢，你就不需要去跟他讲。
Next question.
下面这个问题，这位奉献者他问 Hare Krishna 顶拜 Guru，和奉献者，请问关爱自己的本质是什么？Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my veritable obeisances to you and to all the devotees. My question is that what's the essence of self-care?
The essence of self-care is asking this question. Do I care?
那么这个关爱的本质是问这个问题，就是我是不是关爱，我是不是关心这件事儿。
And if you can answer yes.
如果你的回答是
Yeah. Sure. You have to. Sure. You have to answer sure. Sure.
那你的这个回答呢，你就必须要这样回答是。
And the opposite of that is, I don't care.
但是呢，就是和是答案相对的是我不关心。
So from that, all the self-care will come.
那就从那个地方呢，所有的这些自我关爱就全部都来了。
And if you don't care, you need to start caring.
那如果你要是不关心这件事儿，就是不在乎这件事儿的话，你现在就需要开始去关心了。
Care about what? Your spiritual life.
那么你要关心什么呢？关心你的灵性生活。
Your emotional health.
你的这个情感上的健康。
Your physical health.
你的身体上的健康。
Your relationships.
你的关系们。
Or anything you do.
或者是你所做的任何一件事情。
Anything you do that's good for you, or it helps you achieve your goals.
那就是任何一个对你有益的事情，或者帮助你能够达到目标的事情。
If you care, you'll do it.
那如果你要是关心的话呢，那你就会做。
If you don't care, you either won't do it or you won't do it well.
但是如果你要是不关心的话呢，那你就或者不会做，或者是做得不好。
So that's the most important thing.
所以这是最重要的。
That's the essence.
这是实质本质。
To care.
就是去关心，在乎。
Probably not the answer you were looking for, but that's actually the answer.
但是也许可能这并不是你想听到的答案，但是这就是答案。
Do you care enough about yourself to chant 16 rounds and follow the 4 principles, or chant a certain number of rounds? Do you care enough about yourself to do that?
就是如果你一定要是够关怀自己，使得自己能够念完16圈，以及去遵守4项规范原则，要对自己有足够的关爱去做这些事情。
You care enough about yourself to read Prabhupada's books.
那你要有足够的对自己的关爱去阅读舍拉帕帕的书籍。
You care enough about yourself to eat healthy.
然后呢，足够的关爱自己，吃健康的食物。
To get enough rest.
休息足够。
To take your Chinese herbs.
Chinese what?
Medicine.
Chinese herbs. OK， 然后呢，就还有就是足够的关爱自己，去喝中国的那个草药的汤药。
You know, if you're married, then do you care enough about yourself to ensure that you have a good relationship?
还有呢，就是如果我们要是结婚了的话呢，就我们要看我们是不是足够的关爱到自己，让自己在这个婚姻状态中有很好的关系。
And if the answer is no, then the next question is, how can I care? How can I care more about myself?
那如果要是我的答案现在是否定的话，那我就要问下面一个问题了，就是我怎么才能够更好的让自己处在关爱的状态呢？更好的去关怀自己呢？
And my answer is by caring about yourself. That's the answer. It's the only answer I can give you.
那我能够给你的唯一的答案呢，就是通过更好的去关怀，就是通过最好的，就是更在乎的去关怀自己。
And if you say, I don't care,
如果你要说我不在乎，
then I say, start caring.
那我就会说，那你现在就要开始在乎起来。
And if you say, I don't know how,
那如果你要说我不知道怎么在乎，
then I say, do something. that's a manifestation of self-care.
那我就说，那你就去做一些事情，然后呢，去展示着对自我的关爱。
When you see that there's something to eat that's not good for you, don't eat it. That's self-care.
那你比如说，当你看到了一些对你其实并不是很有益的食物的时候，那你就不要再去吃这个食物了，这就是自我关爱。
When you're working 20 hours a day and about to burn out, stop doing it.
那么，当你一天工作20小时，基本上把自己给累死的这种状态的时候，那就赶紧停下来，不要这么做了。
When you're about to look at something or read something or hear something that's going to be damaging to you, don't do it. That's how you build self-care.
那如果你要是要读一些东西、看一些东西的时候，那么这些内容如果要是对你有很大的伤害的话，那么就不要再去看和读这些东西了。这些都是自我关爱的方式。
When you're about to criticize someone, don't do it because it's not good for you.
那么当你要去 ，sorry， 那么
Go
当你要去批评某人的时候呢，你就不要再去批评这个人了，因为这个对你是没有任何的益处的。
So you practice acts of self-care.
所以说呢，你就要去通过练习来让自己做自我关爱的事情。
When you're about to yell at the car in front of you, just chant the interesting mantra. That's self-care.
那么当你要向你前面的那辆车去吼的时候，你就不要再吼了，而是要去讲这事儿很有意思的这个曼陀罗。那么这个就是对自我的关爱的展示。
When someone says something critical of you, that's completely wrong. Chant the interesting mantra and give it a good laugh.
那么当你要感到某人对你做出了完全莫须有的批评的时候，那么这会儿呢，你就念这事儿真有意思的这个曼陀罗，然后呢对他笑一笑就好了。
Nadia says she only eats what's bad for her. So if she stops eating what's bad for her, she'll die of fasting. She'll fast to death.
那然后这个 Nadia 她就说呢，就是她只吃这个对她没有益的这个食物，那她呢现在就不能再吃这些食物了。那她现在她要戒食，一直戒食到死。
So we only have a few minutes. It doesn't look like we may not get through everything, but we can continue next week. So you want to continue?
Yes, yes. 那姑姑说呢，我们现在还有几分钟的时间，我们可能念不完今天所有的这些大家的评述，然后下一周可以再继续。那 Gopinath Prabhu said that it seems that I don't love myself enough. Gopinath Prabhu 说呢，看起来我对我自己关爱不够，对我自己的爱不够。
I agree.
这个姑姑同意。
You hit as we say in America, you hit the nail on the head.
那我们在美国里面有一种说法，就是你把钉子敲进自己的这个脑袋里面。
That means you analyze the essence of the problem.
那这个意思呢，就是说你找到了问题的核心的关键。
And if you love yourself more, everything will get better.
因为如果你要是更爱自己的话，所有的一切都会变得更好。
And if you love yourself less, everything will get worse.
但是如果你要是不那么爱自己的话呢，所有的一切都会变得很糟糕。
And I will give you that guarantee in writing if you want it.
那如果你要是愿意的话呢，那我就可以把就是这个保证的这句话呢，给用笔给写，用纸给写下来。
I guarantee that to be true 100% of the time.
那因为我保证这件事情是一定会发生的，100%会是这样的。
And you know that, Gopinath.
而且 Gopinath Prabhu 你是知道的。
是的。
是的。
Verda. Yeah, he knows.
他知道。Yeah, he has a sum up sign there.
Yeah. So now the next challenge is to act on what you know.
那然后呢，下面一个挑战呢，就是去做你所知道的事情，就是按你所知道这个状态去行事。
Yeah, so knowing is the first step, but it's not the final step.
知道了解这是第一步，但并不是最后一步。
Step 2 is you have to make that knowing part of you.
然后呢，这第二步呢，就是你必须要让这个知道变成你 生活的一部分。
So it's not only what I know, but it's what I want to do.
所以呢，这并不是说是我知道了什么，而是我想要怎么做，是我想做的。
Because if I know but I don't want to do, it doesn't help. But if I know and I want to do, then I'll do it.
因为如果我要是仅仅是知道而不想这么做的话，其实它是帮不了我的。但是如果我要是又知道，然后又这么做了的话呢，那就很有益了。
So now we have to think, how can I make my knowing something that I want to do? How
那
can I
然后呢，
inspire
现在
myself to do what I know?
那现在呢，我们要做的一件事情就是我如何把我所知道这个事情被激发着变成我想也这么做。
And if you can do that, Gopinath, then your problems are pretty much over.
那 Gopinath Prabhu，如果你要是能够这么做的话呢，那您的问题也许可能就都解决了，结束了。
And if you can't, then you know what's going to happen, the same thing that always happens.
但是如果你要是做不到这一点的话呢，那你也知道会发生什么，这个同样的事情会一直不断的重复。
Sometimes good, sometimes not good.
有的时候呢会好一点，有的时候呢就不太好。
You agree?
同意吗？
Yeah. You know it's true. I don't have to tell you. You already know.
因为其实我所以不需要再跟您讲的更多了，你已经知道，就是的确是这么回事儿。
We all know so many things are true. We just have a hard time accepting it.
那其实我们知道很多事情，它其实实际情况就是这样，但只不过就是我们不愿意去接受而已。
I know that ice cream is not good for me, but I
那
love it.
我知道这个冰激凌对我的健康一点没好处，但是呢，我就特别喜欢吃冰激凌，
It's hard to resist.
没法拒绝。
Yeah. Till you end up in the hospital with a triple bypass surgery. Then you'll have to resist it.
直到这个我到医院里边，然后呢要进行这个心脏的搭桥手术的时候，还搭好几个桥的时候，这会儿我就只能停止不再吃冰激凌了。
So the way life is, we usually learn the lesson either the easy way or the hard way.
所以说呢，我们一般来说收到教训的这种方式呢，要不然就是以很简单的方式，要不然就得用一个很严重的一个方式去收到教训。
But we have to remember it could take a million lifetimes of suffering to learn the lesson.
但是我们必须要记住，也许可能我们要经历好几百万个生世才能够学到这个教训。
We all have a lot of determination.
我们每一个人呢都有很多的决心，
But some of us are determined to stay in the material world forever.
我们有些人呢就非常坚定的决定要在这个物质世界里面长治久安的生活着，永远的生活在物质世界里。
That's the problem.
这就是问题。
Okay, it's time to end.
那我们现在要结束了。
We've gone over 4 minutes. No extra charge for that.
对，我们今天还延长了4分钟的时间，但是呢，没有额外的费用。
We can save the chat for next week.
对，然后我们把所有的这些对话都给留下来，下一周再接着念。
I'm seeing, and I think you're also seeing, that this topic is extremely important.
那然后呢，我可以看到，我想大家可能也看到了，就我们现在所讲的这个话题呢，是非常非常重要的一个话题。
And Gabriella, we have to incorporate this in the self-esteem course.
那所以说呢，我们就必须要整合这个关于这个自我的自尊心的这个课题。
Can you finish that course tomorrow? It's needed. It's needed.
Sorry, Marge, I don't follow you. You're saying?
It's okay. She knows what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's private, I think.
Okay.
It's private. She knows.
OK. Marge 在跟刚才有一位奉献者再讲一点他们之间的悄悄话。
Yeah. Everyone needs to love themselves. That's what I'm saying.
那我的意思就是说呢，我们每一个人都必须要爱自己，这是我想表达的意思。
Okay. Hare Krishna. Who's going to save the chat for next week?
已经写下来了。
OK. Lila Maji has already saved everything.
Okay.
好，
Thank you very much, Maharaj.
Have a good day to all of you, or a good night, depending where you live.
无论大家现在住在哪儿，要不然就是晨间快乐，要不然就是祝大家有一个很快乐的一天。
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.
You're welcome.
Mahatma Prabhu ki
Bye.
jai。好，那我们下周再见。那下次的问题我们就可以留到下次 Guru 再解答。